Hello, Gemini. This is a reading for all Gemini placements of Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. My name is Melissa. Welcome to my channel. All of my readings are meant to encourage you to live and make the most amazing, adventurous decisions of your life. And knowing that with each step of every day, it's just a little blip in our time of existence, and we learn, we grow, we move on. In the description box below, you'll see a few links to my social media account. My social media is linked to my business here, which is Lady Magdalene's Mercantile. If you want a personal reading, you can go ahead and message me through there, or go to my website, www.ladymagdalenesmercantile.com. I'm currently offering 2 types of readings. One is an hour long, and it's a video chat, and we talk about astrology, your personal astrology, as well as doing a reading. The other one is a 20-minute reading, and that is one that's recorded with your astrology and also answering any questions. It's more of like a situational type of thing. So that being said, this is a reading for December 15th through the 31st of 2022. However, I do feel like my readings are timeless, and when it comes to finding it when you need it, it's when you need it. So you're showing up as the Hermit. I'm doing a Celtic cross here. And the Hermit flipped over and came down pretty quickly. So, there. I'm using the Light Seers Tarot. On the bottom of the deck, we do have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a really great spot to be. So basically, you're almost there. You've been putting in a lot of good work, and it's time for you to just kind of wait and see. Okay, you're almost to the end. Okay, if you're showing up as the Hermit, just know that maybe you need to get a little more introspection. Maybe you get a little more aligned with Source. Okay, and maybe you're feeling a little introverted right now. I know we're in the season of all the parties and all the things like that, but it's okay to say no and take care of yourself a little bit, especially in the next few coming weeks. Even though this is only for the 15th through the 31st, I do feel like, a lot of us are turning inward. So, big deal. What's coming across is the Star card, Aquarius. I feel like you're having a hard time connecting with Source, and maybe even a hard time just connecting with your bigger picture. Maybe you're questioning, like, what am I doing? Why am I doing all of this? Well, this is hope, okay? And sometimes maybe you can't intellectually understand what hope stands for, right? You're such an airy sign, and you're always on the go, and you're always matter of fact about things, but some things we just cannot explain other than quantum physics, okay? So just keep that in mind. Some things are miracles, and I believe you are capable of them, and you're capable of receiving them. So just know that, Gemini. The root of the problem, we have the Two of Wands. So you are feeling a little anxious and needing to kind of get outside of your box. It almost feels like you're wanting, maybe starting to travel again. Maybe you're wanting to plan a trip. It's possible that you may want to travel yourself. I have gone, several places on my own. And those were really some of the best trips for soul searching, for getting realigned with myself. I would get up, I would go to the gym, I would eat good food, I would talk to people in my surroundings, and it was basically, I wasn't selling myself to anyone in terms of like trying to be on. I was just being me and kind of reconnecting with me. And maybe you're feeling like that too. It almost feels like that's what you're needing. You're needing to kind of get out of the 4 walls of your house and move forward. Maybe you work from home, maybe you need to get out a little bit more. Even though, like I said, we're in that party sense of maybe you're not needing to go to parties. Maybe you do need to get out of like your city, okay? Like maybe a staycation or something like that. In the past, we have Judgment. So there's something that might be coming back around. Like it came to you at one point, and then all of a sudden it wasn't there. And it seems like it might be coming back around for you. Like it wasn't meant for you then, you weren't ready for it, but now it is. This could be a person, this could be a business opportunity. This could be a business opportunity that has a different layer of it. So that's kind of cool for you too. What's going on in your self-conscious is the Six of Wands. So you've been successful, Gemini. I mean, who doesn't love Gemini, right? You've been successful, and it does feel like you're stable. Like career's on fire, family's good, sex is good, money's good, health is good. You're on fire. So why are you feeling like this, right? Because you're a Gemini, and you need to be outside of four walls, and that's okay, right? Coming into the immediate future, we do have the Knight of Swords. So there is some sort of information coming into you. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So either a Libra might be coming to speak with you, or another Gemini, another Aquarius, but there's going to be some sort of message delivered. And I have a feeling it was from this, and I do believe it's a Libra. This is a Libra card for me. I do feel like there's going to be another opportunity coming around with this person, for sure. All right, so you are presenting again as the Nine of Wands. You've done all the work, and now we sit and wait. And look how proud she is, right? Like, she is so proud of all the things that she has put together and put in. And she's like sitting here, standing at the end, just waiting for that one last little spot to break so she can move forward. But she's poised, she's ready, she's inspired. She's got tons of constellations behind her. Like, she's ready to go, and she's so proud. And she's like, chin up. You know, she suffered, chin up. It's time to move on, okay? What's going on around you is the King of Wands. Hello, Libra. No, Leo, Sag, Aries energy. To me, this to me reminds me of a Libra man or a Aries man, for sure, or Leo. But this is what's going on around you. So you have somebody around you that's kind of stoking your flame, right? You have someone around you that's like in charge of everything, and not necessarily in charge of you, but they're in charge of things. They're very mature, they're very wise. This almost feels more like a business thing though, like you've done all you needed to do at this job. And everybody looks at you like that. Like, you have succeeded, you have done everything that you needed to do at this particular place and time. Like, there's no extra. Like, you've knocked off all of, your requisites, and there's nothing more for you to finish. Which, being at the end of the year, probably a good thing. Like, you've wrapped up all your projects, so now you're just coasting along as like the mature divine King of Wands. And it's possible that everybody around you is feeling that way too. In your hopes and fears, we have the High Priestess. So you must be having some sort of feelings about what's going on. You must be having some sort of feelings about either a job opportunity coming back around, or maybe worried about the stability of the company that you're working for. That's kind of what it feels like. And you're worried that your intuition is good and that your intuition is spot on. That is very possible, Gemini. In the outcome, we have the moon. So just remember that things aren't always as they appear. I do feel like, Gemini, you need to trust your intuition. If you feel like you need to go, then go. If you need to explore, please go explore. It's very important. So you can make a better decision long term. Okay, there is a big difference between stability and stagnancy. And I've been saying that. That has been resonating on every reading that I've been doing lately, even my private readings. Stability over stagnancy. Let's look at the star card. Oops, one moment, I dropped all of this. So we do have the King of Cups. So, again, I feel like this is a business thing. And I feel like with this star card, you're hoping that you're not done, and that you're hoping that you're not going to be challenged, okay? But the reality is you are going to be challenged with whatever this is with your business or your job. I feel like there's going to be a challenge there, and that is that you're starting over from scratch, okay? I do feel like you're starting over from scratch. There's some sort of, again, with that opportunity coming back around, I feel like you're going to be taking advantage of that opportunity. With the Two of Wands, okay, we have the King of Swords. You've got three kings here. Three kings. Two of Wands, the King of Swords. This is basically telling you need to take that trip and need to get real in tune with your intuition. This can be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius as well, but I feel like this trip is going to make you like this, right? It's going to be the complete form, the very mature and ready to receive and ready to give Gemini. Let's look at this Judgment card. Five of Cups. So you must have passed this up and now you're kind of regretful about that. I think because whatever is coming up that you're kind of like, you know, oh, should I take that chance again? I do feel like this is something that's coming back around that you passed on, that maybe you're kind of like regretting that you didn't pass on, but you were supposed to, okay? Because it wasn't the right time for you. I'm going to do a love reading for you guys too. I'm just going to keep going because this is business and love. I can feel it. So the Eight of Cups. So you have this celebration in your subconscious, but you also have the Eight of Cups in which you're walking away, okay? You're walking away from what doesn't serve you anymore. And I feel like when I talked about you checking off all those boxes, it's just because you've done all those, it's not challenging you anymore. And you are this amazing intellectual Gemini. You need some sort of, you know, cosmic stimulation in your brain in order for you to achieve what you want to achieve. So what's this Knight of Swords? Is this a new opportunity? Ten of Cups. So you have the Knight of Swords coming in the direct future, and you have the Ten of Cups laying in after that, which I feel like is something that you've been dreaming about, daydreaming about for a long time. And it's possibly this thing that's coming back to you. Oh, we are so doing a love reading after this. Yep. We're just going to keep going. Okay, so for the Nine of Wands, we have the Sun card, which to me is one of the happiest cards in the deck. It's joyful. You're in the sun. I'm thinking beach, waves, all that fun stuff. You've worked very hard to achieve this. I feel like you know you've worked really hard to get to the next level. And I feel like whatever your current company is not giving you what you need to get to that happiness. So that's why all of this stuff is coming back around for you. What's the King of Wands? Is this going to be a new opportunity? Queen of Pentacles, yeah. It's going to be a new opportunity for you. Somebody's going to come to you with a new job opportunity, and it's going to be a higher up like opportunity. Like either they're going to want you to go higher up within this company, or this old company or something that has been kind of lingering in the past is going to come around to you and offer you more. For sure. Probably feminine. A woman. Although these go back and forth, you know, but I do feel like it's going to be a woman coming out of the picture that's going to be like, hey, let's chat. In the High Priestess, we have the Empress. Yeah, you know you're made for more. Okay, you know you're made for more. This is Aries energy, and this is the High Priestess, and I feel like Geminis are like a combination of these two. Fiery, passionate, desirable, fruitful, and then knowing everything, like knowing the earth, knowing, you know, the wind, the water, the celestial parts. Like, I feel like this is you. And maybe you're a little scared of the fact that you are who you are. And you should not be afraid to shine. You'd never be afraid to shine, okay? That's what Source has done for you. You were literally in a space of, before you got here, Source said, hey, you want to go on this adventure? You're going to be able to feel all the feelings. You're going to be able to do all the things. And you're going to be all the things. And it's just going to be a short amount of time. Do you want to go? And you were like, yes, I do. So don't be afraid to shine during this time. You're meant to. Let's look at the moon. Final outcome, as above, so below. I feel like I need to read to you from something. I'm going to do a Cat Riles card too. Two of Pentacles. So again, finding the balance. I think the outcome is going to be finding the balance of work, play, passion, love. Like you literally are going to have to balance everything out, Gemini. I really do feel like you're going to need to fully balance everything and just live in the moment. Go with the flow. Live in the moment. Transfer funds, you know, do the things. I'm going to do one Root and Wings card. Ooh. Seasons. Yeah, you're ready for changes. You're definitely ready for changes. Everybody goes through seasons, and you're about to experience a really beautiful transition for one. So going back to love, let's go back to love. This is 15 minutes long. Too bad. I'm going for it. You with me? I hope so. Okay, so as far as love goes, you're showing up as Virgo, and what's coming across is like the Star and the King of Cups. So I do feel like there's someone coming around you that's giving you a sense of, they're making you think a little bit more. And though you normally like to think a little bit more, they're also putting you in your feels a little bit and making you think outside the box, which is really a beautiful and yummy place to be. And I feel like that's what they're doing for you, Gemini. The root of the problem is you have a wandering eye, and you get bored real easily. That's what this King of Swords, you have a wandering eye and you get bored really easily, and you don't want anything too stiff, so to speak. You don't want someone who's stiff. I feel like this King of Cups has a little bit of wave and wiggle room for you that's going to make you flourish. So this is somebody that's coming around that's just kind of like, oh, hey, how are you? It's definitely somebody who's mature, has lived life. This person has matured and lived a lot of life. You have not yet. You feel like you have, but you have not yet. But this person coming in definitely is mature and lived a life. We have 3 kings here coming in for you, okay? So, and a queen. So I feel like these could all be the same person, having the emotional stability, have the physical stability, have the financial stability that you desire for yourself. So having a partner that comes in with that you've already been working on yourself is pretty yummy. So yummy, right? In the past, this is maybe a person that was around you at some point, and maybe they regret not getting on to you sooner. Like maybe they knew you or heard of you, but then they found out you had a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and now they're like, oh, I should have come around again. I feel like that's what's happened here. In the subconscious, there may be a point when you come across this person that you're like, oh my gosh. I'll say, for example, I went to visit a friend's parents for the first time, my boyfriend's parents. And when we pulled into the subdivision, I immediately felt unworthy. And it was something that happened from a childhood standpoint that was, it was a trigger wound. And I was like, shut your face, girl. Like in my head, I'm like, shut your face. You are absolutely worthy. These people are going to love you. Like all of a sudden, I just started having all this weird judgment of myself the minute we pulled in, because I saw the vastness of where I was at. And I had to just let it go. I just had to let it go. I wasn't going to perform, but I also knew like I was just going to be my weird, silly self as I am with my partner. And he loves me for my weird, silly self, and hopefully they will too. And it turns out his mom was weird and silly, and his dad was very appreciative as well. So it worked out. But I'm saying, like, I feel like there's a part of you that's gonna all of a sudden in the middle of it be like, oh shit, like, I don't deserve all this, but you do. Remember when I talked about it's your time to shine? It's most definitely your time to shine. The 10 of Cups basically just representing this person is bringing in everything that you've ever wished for. Everything that you've ever wished for. And you need to make more wishes because they're going to want to make more wishes come true. The reason I'm saying they're going to want to make more wishes come true is this Leo Sun card that's sitting here. And it's like, I've got that, I've got that, I've got that, I've got that, I've got that. What else can I do? What else can I do to make our lives more, even more plentiful? You know what I'm saying? When this person comes in as the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands together, I do feel like this person, even though this is the Queen, wants to build alongside someone. It's important for, women, and it's important for us as individuals to have our own money and to have our own stability and to have our own life that we've built. And I feel like this person is looking for someone who has built a life, and it is not afraid to walk away from an abundant life. Basically, not that he's going to control it, but be able to be like, oh, she can leave at any time. She's got her own life. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wants and respects somebody like that. Okay. And your hopes and fears, again, from a love standpoint, I think you know how divine you are. And I think it is scary to be like, I'm the shit. Right? It's scary. It can be very scary. And because we know how much we failed, but our failures are what make us the shit. Right? I wish I could think of a better, nicer, more girly, classy word. But I mean, when you are that woman, you are that woman, and nothing can stop you. Okay? Because you do lead with love. You are a leader of love and femininity and passion. And you're doing everything with your heart. And I don't know what that was, but apparently that was a whistle that needed to be heard. You're doing everything with your heart. And there's nothing better than that. Okay. So coming in, finding the balance, I'm actually going to read the Moon card here because I feel like there's something that we need to hear in that. The Moon. So, I am safe and I reach new levels of unconscious knowing. Okay, so as this mermaid seeps down, I am safe and I reach new levels of unconscious knowing as I surrender to the will of the universe. Illusions and hidden truths are the unknown, trusting your intuition, facing your fears, the watery nature of the unconscious mind, mystery and symbolism and metaphor, perception, uncertainty of dreams. Dive into her healing embrace and breathe past the insecurities and let her dimly lit magic guide you home. So we're coming back around where Venus is coming back forward towards the earth, and she was at her farthest point. So I do feel like that has something to do with this. And it's okay to dive a little deeper in finding the balance of you, okay? It's very much important to dive deeper and find the balance of you. Ooh. Let's look at what these boats mean, because there's something, you see those boats back there? There's something about the boats. Let's find out. I'm just now connecting with this deck, so I love it. It feels really good to use. Time to experiment and try different actions to get better results. Again, working smarter, not harder, I think is going to be your outcome. Ships travel the undulation of the ocean to deliver goods and keep commerce flowing. So I feel like you're going to be working smarter, not harder, especially with the job coming, but also with this person that's coming for you. I feel like you're going to be able to understand and go with the flow in terms of this relationship and not feel like you have to work hard to heal another human, because that's genuinely who you are. I mean, you are a healer of sorts, but I feel like you're going to be working smarter, not harder. And you're going to realize that sometimes he may come to you with angst, or she may come to you with angst, and you just be like, have empathy and sympathy for them. But you don't have to fix them or coach them through it, that you can just honor where they're at, be their place to speak, but then just kind of be a conduit and let it flow through you. So, and again, the seasons are changing for you, and I feel like the seasons are changing for your relationships, and I think that's a really beautiful space to be, Gemini. So I love this reading for you. I look forward to reading for the year. I'm going to do a reading for the years for all signs too, so I look forward to that. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Toodaloo.